Happy Thursday, second grade class. Today it's time for lesson 11.6, Make a Bar Graph Part 2. Today we are working on page 483 and 484. This is going to be just like yesterday's lesson. We might be able to move through it a little faster. You'll notice again we have our tally chart up here. It looks like we are talking about birds at a bird feeder. Here are the three types of birds. That is what we know for sure. And then here is where the information is different for each animal or each type of bird, depending on how many showed up. This tally chart shows the types of birds that visit a bird feeder one morning. How can you make a bar graph of the data? Here's how we start. We make a title. So the title will be Birds at a Bird Feeder. We make numbers. Since our bar graph is going up right now, that means that our numbers will be going up. Number of birds. We start with 0, and then we start after that with 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. The reason why we stop at 10 is because when I look over here, I could see that no number goes over 10 or even up to 10. On here at the bottom, we put down what we know for sure. We know the three types of birds we're talking about: blue jay, chickadee, goldfinch, and we label what each bar will show. And that's what the names are. These are the types of birds. Even though we're not supposed to, I want to practice right here because it's an open graph. It's a great time to practice. So that's what we're going to do real quick. By the time we're done, hopefully it will look like this. Okay, let's look at the chart here. Tally chart says that there are 4 blue jays. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, draw my line there because that's where it's going to stop, and I'll make my bar. This time I'm not using a pencil, I'm using a pen. Hopefully it doesn't bleed through to the back side. Let me peek and see. Not too bad. Chickadee. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So find the 9, the line that says 9. You're going to make a mark at the top and then draw a bar. Go ahead. I'll be right behind you. And I'm going to color it in lightly. Next one is goldfinch. Look over here. How many tally marks is that? I hope you said 7. Find the 7th line on your chart and make your bar. When I compare both graphs, they should look the same. I just got my practice in. Good. Now we're going to do number 1 at the bottom using the chart. Number 1, if 6 sparrows visited the bird feeder, how high would the bar for sparrows reach? Sparrows? Was sparrows one of the birds in the tally chart? It wasn't. So that means they want me in my head to imagine a 4th bird. And that would be, the 4th type of bird would be sparrow. How many sparrows did they say visited? Look at number 1. What does it say? Why don't you circle it? 6 sparrows. So how high would the bar for sparrows reach? What would you say? Hopefully you would say that it reaches the 6th line. It reaches the 6th line. You might have said it a little bit differently in your own words, but as long as we both agree on the number 6, it's correct. Let's go to the second page. And remember, you can pause at any time so that you can finish writing the words from the first page. We have a different kind of tally chart for this. Let's read about it first and then we'll look at the chart. Mina records the colors of the fish in her aquarium. Use the data in the tally chart to complete the bar graph and answer the questions. So we're looking at the colors of the fish in her aquarium. Here we go. Fish in aquarium is the title. And that's the same title they put here, Fish in Aquarium. Then we have the color. These are what we know for sure. We know that we're going to look at the color red, blue, yellow, orange. So that's what they put on the bottom. They put the colors that we know, red, blue, yellow, orange. What we don't know is the number for each one. It changes. It's not the same for every color. So we have red, blue, orange, yellow, orange. Let's go ahead and make a bar for each one. Red has how many? That's right. Go ahead and make that bar above red. I'm going to give you a little head start, and then I will come right behind you. Next is blue. Look at blue. How many is that? Make your bar above blue. I'm going to give you a head start. Next is yellow. Maybe you've already started without me. That would be fine. Counting the tally marks and matching it over here. And last one, orange. All right, I don't know about you, but I have completed the bar graph. Now I can answer the question. The question for number 2, it could be a little tricky, so look carefully. Is it just one step or is it a 2-step problem? Number 2, how many more red and yellow fish are there than orange fish? I see quite a number of things going on here. How many more? So that means that we're going to be subtracting something. But what are we subtracting? It says how many more red and yellow fish are there than orange fish? Remember, whenever you see the word then, that means that you are comparing one side against the other. So all of the colors on this side of the word then, they're going to go together. And all of the colors on this side of the word then is going to be on the other side. And that's what you would be subtracting from. So on this side, I have more than one color. I have red and yellow. So that means I have to add red and yellow together to find how much that is. And then I'm going to compare it to orange fish. Just orange. I'm going to do part of this with you and the rest I want you to do on your own. So let me add red and yellow. Red and yellow. Well, yellow is 8 and red is 2. So you're going to add that together. And then you're going to compare it, let's see, and subtract it, from orange. So let's do this first. 8 plus 2? I hope you said. Good. Then, How many more means that I'm going to be subtracting. So I have 10 red and yellow, and I have 4 orange. I always put the greater number first. So 10 minus 4. And I will let you complete that out for number 2. Whatever you get for the answer, that is the difference. That is how many more red and yellow fish you have than orange. Number 3, we're still going to use the same graph, I believe. Mina wants to add enough red fish to the aquarium so that she has 2 more red fish than yellow fish. How many red fish does she need to add? So she wants to add enough red fish so that she has 2 more red fish than yellow fish. So first, we need to look at how many yellow and how many red we have. All right, so here's yellow. I have 8 yellow fish. Here's red. Oh, I only have 2. And I want to get to the point where I have 2 more than yellow. So if I were to pretend, and I'm going to choose a different color, I think I'll just use my pencil. I'm going to draw this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if I stopped right here, I would be the same as yellow. But they don't want the same. They want it to be 2 more than yellow. So I'm going to go here and then here. That makes 2. So if I were to add that on, how many did I just add on here to make it 2 more than yellow? This is exactly all I need to have. I'm just going to count how much I shaded and added on. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. So Mina needs to add 8 more red fish. Last question. Does it matter if you draw a bar graph that has bars going up and down or bars that go across? Does it matter which way you draw it? You are going to write yes or no and then explain. Does it have to only go up? Can it go up or can it go sideways? Do they both mean the same thing? You are going to answer that. All right, good job, 2nd grade. That's it for today. Tomorrow we will do lesson 11:7, and we will only do 1 page from that. Bye.